The American Institute for Research is a non-governmental organization, nominally, an NGO, funded by Bill Gates and the United States government, that has the purpose of developing new methods for controlling human behavior. And it has a very intimate relationship with CASEL. It is a research arm of the CASEL project. CASEL, remember, is a non-governmental organization, NGO, that was begun by the Rockefellers and has as its purpose, it's the Collaborative for Academic, Social, and Emotional Learning. It has as its purpose to begin in preschool with its program through the public schools to develop control over children's values and their emotional characteristics. And values and emotional characteristics in very large measure direct our behaviors. So AIR does research for CASEL. They work together to see how this all can be done. There's also another source of funding for AIR, which means for the CASEL project, and an attempt is made to hide that source of funding a bit because it comes from George Soros. Now, in my state, for example, the Republican Party controls the state legislature, the General Assembly. And if you go to members of the General Assembly and say Rockefeller or Bill Gates, they don't flinch. They don't regard those people generally as having nefarious motives or undesirable motives. But if you say George Soros, that pushes buttons for a lot of people. So CASEL wants to keep Soros's name away from their project, but they want his funding. And the way his funding is pushed into the CASEL project is through one of his NGOs, one that he controls and funds, I believe, entirely, called the Open Society Foundation. And the explicit stated mission, this isn't conspiracy theory, this is what they say. Their goal, the Open Society Foundation, has the goal of doing away with national borders. That is, in effect, doing away with nations and creating one unified global government. Well, the Soros money goes to the Open Society Foundation, where it is laundered, as it were, and then sent on to AIR, along with the Gates and the U.S. government money, which are very explicitly acknowledged by AIR and CASEL. So the Soros money is funded to the CASEL project somewhat secretly. It takes a little bit of research to discover that. And I have to credit my friend Karen Bracken for leading me to that information. She's a real powerhouse when it comes to research. All right, so we have Soros money in CASEL. Some people will think, well, that's great. Soros funds wonderful things. I'm glad to hear it. Other people watching this video will think, ooh, George Soros, that's not very good. I have an opinion about it, but that's not the point. It's not my purpose to state my personal opinions about such things. Anyway, if this is the first of these videos you've watched, I hope you'll go back, go to the Rebellion Ride Facebook page, and go back at least to the first video I posted on August 22nd at 9:31 p.m. Watch that video and the subsequent videos, if you would please, about CASEL. I think you'll enjoy them and find them very instructive, very informative. All right, thank you very much. It's a nice day here in Bell Buckle, Tennessee, and I will continue talking about CASEL and more generally why we're going to overthrow our government and how we're going to do it politically. All right, thank you.